Camden Council, right in the middle of London, we're responsible for 240,000 households, 24,000 businesses. We've got over 600 different lines of business, anything from social care to housing to children's services to admissions to early years. We just about deliver everything day to day that you'd expect in a local borough. Over 7 years we've got to take out £140 million out of our bottom line, so we've got to be efficient, we've got to get services right first time, we want our services to be easy to use online. The second thing we want to do is help our vulnerable residents and our diverse communities. You know, part of that is spotting problems earlier, directing resources at the right place at the right time, but we also want to get basic things like housing right. We're also involved in things like economic regeneration. We've got our digital strategy. Within that digital strategy, there's a real emphasis on data and joining things up, not just within a particular department, but across the organisation. It's only by joining up the data, to do that once, you know, that will drive out those sorts of savings and do the sorts of things like early intervention that we want to do. Because what we want to do is get the priorities right and embed that in the sorts of things we do every day, like performance management. So we've been very clear here that our strategies on data have to be driven by the business, not by technology, and it's done in partnership. We're building lots of dashboards, there's 17 in Camden, all lined up, you know, in terms of measuring the council's performance. One of the areas that we're very interested in is where the money goes. So what we've been able to build is a dashboard on top of our finance system where we can see, from a start point, what the council's overall expenditure is, what its budget looks like, how we compare against our forecasts. So for the Director of Finance, at the top level, he has a single view of the council's expenditure. And from there, we can drill down. We can drill down in how what departments are spending on things like waste or children's services, and then we can drill down into divisions to see how teams are spending, and then we get into individual cost centres and find out where those variances actually are, which is incredibly powerful for an organisation. I've been involved in IT for a long time, and one of the things that often happens is IT projects go south. They go south because by the time you've actually finished the product, everybody's forgotten the reason that you started it. One of the great things that we found with our QlikView deployment is pace. So in a very short space of time we went from proof of concept to actually delivering dashboards that people could see and use in their business. So we're talking about a matter of weeks, not a matter of years or months. And I think it's that pace of change that gives confidence that the product can actually do what it needs to do on the tin and make that difference to the way that people work. It has been very quick, we're talking weeks, as I say, to deliver real differences to the bottom line in Camden services through QlikView.